How the fuck are my frames dropping? The fuck is that? Say, bro. Yo, I had to make sure my mic worked. Boom. Let's go to Twitter. See what news we got, man. Where's the news at? Where's the news? Jesus. That's crazy right there. If you want to stream, make sure you like the stream, my man. Make sure you like the stream, like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. You dig? 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Shout out 6'7", man. It's not 2025 no more, so I don't know why you spamming it, but shout out to you. I guess I can't be upset at that. But yeah, let's do the damn thing, man. If you in here, make sure you subscribe, like the stream, and subscribe. Subscribe. Let's get into the news, though, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Where's the news? Where's the news? Where's the news? You're cool, I guess. Appreciate that. I guess. Jesus. Appreciate whoever just sub, man. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. I Can't see your name right now, but I am gonna thank you. Appreciate you for subscribing, Bunny Squad. That's tough. What's up, Ahmed? What's that word, man? What's that word? 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 Chat, you dig? All right, let's get into the news, man. See what Fear Bug got posted. Well, let's see what he posted so far. Jesus, I need a haircut, but whatever. Let's do it. Lucky pulled up to Black Boy Max's stream. This nigga brought 75,000 people. Who the hell is this nigga? Who is this guy? Not too familiar with whoever this is. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Boy Max asked about the meme. I swear to God, I don't know why I took that picture. Okay, I don't know who this is. Shout out to him though. W's, big W's. I can't hear you. Turn up your phone, my nigga. Iceman is projected to Iceman is projected to tie the all-time Hot 100 record for most top 10 hits in a single album. If projected to hold, it'll tie Taylor Swift's Midnights, The Tortured Poets, Department, and The Life of a Showgirl, with 10 top 10 hits each. Okay. Also passing albums like Michael Jackson's Thriller, Drake's Scorpion, Taylor Swift's 1989, The Weeknd's After Hours, and Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. And total top 10 hits. Why have I been seeing this? And I've been seeing people say that the album was also trash. So it's just like bought it. Drake really popping. Bro turned the Hot 100s into his personal streaming plantation. Also, songs from everything, or is it just Iceman? Well, yeah, they said Iceman projected to have 10 hits. Is the album really that good? I didn't listen to it, bro. Will you pay for that? Wait, you'll pay for that? You'll pay for that you did? Huh? He really put in serious work on his project. Shout out to him. He single-handedly ended Kendrick, SZA, A$AP Rocky, UMG, even Carpenter Swift. It's funny comparing these numbers to Thrillers when the way songs climbed the charts was when the way songs climb charts has moved so much. Feels like a completely different sport now. They really said he fell off. I don't know. Maybe the song was getting a bunch of radio plays. I don't hear nobody talking about no songs that was on there that was like really tough. Just really asked last year playing on his downfall just from the title all-time record. So you said the album was mid, he fell off and dominated all the charts. I don't know. Nor do I really too much care about Drake. I don't. It's my first time ever listening to his music, so shout out to him, man. Wait, what? An 81-year-old grandma and YouTuber was rated last stream. She originally said her channel helped pay for her grandson's cancer treatment. Authorities reportedly arrived when police cars with 5 SWAT officers and drones ran out. Dang, she got swallowed? I mean, swallowed. Swatted? What? Nah, that's nuclear. As a YouTuber, she got swatted? How? Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Swatting is already out of hand. You swatting the elderly. Come on, gang. Come on, bro. So motherfuckers really calling SWAT officers on 80-year-old grandma. Hurt people as soon as they bust in. This scene from Transformers will never not be funny. Hell no. But my girl already tried to get paid. I respect that, but why did she get busted though? Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever did this, whoever swatted her gang, you going to hell. All during a live stream just days ago. That's crazy work, bro. Like, bro, you know how nuclear that is? First of all, I'm gonna just be all the way 100. SWAT officers, as soon as y'all seen that this was an 80-year-old woman, y'all should have been like, come on, bro, we serious. I get that they gotta respond to these SWAT calls, bro, but come on, gang. Be for real, my nigga. Like, that don't even make sense. Like, huh? W, W grandma gang. You know what I'm saying? I think most elderly people have positive interactions when it comes down to stuff like that. So it is what it is. You dig? Nick Fuentes explains why he doesn't support Chud the Builder. Wait, what Chud the Builder was doing by calling black people racial slurs. Let's see what Nick Fuentes got to say about that. The most nuclear part about all this is that you find so many people saying the same, repeating the same stupid talking point of like, yo, bro, so you saying that black people should be allowed to attack whites over speech? Bro, look, I don't care who you are, black, white, yellow, green, don't matter. You can't walk up on nobody calling nobody any type of name that you feel like, okay, I can say this because I'm in America and this is a form of my freedom of speech. Okay, sure. You have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of consequence though, bro. You run up on anybody calling anybody names, they liable to do whatever they want to you. It's like you being out in the street with your mama and somebody run up on your mama while you right there and they start calling your mama all type of bitches and hoes and shit. Are you supposed to stand there and take that? Are you supposed to respond violently? You tell me, my nigga. Like, what are you supposed to do in this situation? Like, I think it's funny to see how most people will 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 tell you and show you their hand without showing you their hand. They'll blatantly tell you that they racist without actually telling you that they racist. Like, yo, I'm a racist, bro. I don't like your kind. By saying shit like this. Like, oh, bro, you telling me that we can't have freedom of speech and I can't say what I want to people, but these people can get violent towards me if I say what I want to them? Duh. See what I'm saying? What are we doing, bro? This is like a very tired narrative that I'm really like it's getting to a point where it's like, come on, bro. Who wants to keep talking about this? Who wants to keep doing the same thing? No, you as a white cannot be blatantly racist towards blacks. Sorry. That time is over, bro. It's not the 1800s. It's not the 1950s. Let's chill. Come on, bro. You should already have gotten with the times already. I get it. Certain Caucasians don't like blacks. Guess what? You gotta live with that, game. Blame your ancestors for bringing us on them ships, bro. Would you want to blame black people for black people being in America? What you want us to do, bro? I'm sorry, bro. We can't make like the Hispanics and for y'all tell us you should go back to Mexico. This isn't your country. You don't even speak English. What you want us to do? Jump back in the time machine and tell our ancestors, nah, don't let them take you on the boats and come over it. Come on, bro. This is like retard activities. What are we doing? That's a fact. He making some very good points, bro. I think the biggest thing about this is, well, I think that one of the greatest things he did say is that you shouldn't do this because you get copycats. Him getting booked and him going to jail for this. I've been on Twitter and already seen people doing the whole copycat chud the builder thing. Some dude was doing the same thing to some black people and he ended up getting maced. Somebody maced him and they walked clean off. And he stood there and he was on truck his car like, oh, I just got maced. I just got maced. And his friends sitting there holding the camera laughing at him. Like, man, get in the car. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? I would say this, bro. For a group of people to hate a whole nother group of people so much to the point where it's like, okay, bro, I hate these people so much. Let me go and make my entire life about hating them. The things and people that I hate, bro, I try so hard not to pay attention to or come across. Anything about Jerry Reinsdorf, Cody Parkey, or Jay Cutler, I don't want to see it. I don't go looking for it. I hate all three of those individuals. Is it specifically for some racial reason? No. Is it specifically because they make my team suck? Yes. I don't pay attention to none of those things. But do I hate them? Of course. I'm not going on Jay Cutler's page and let me see what he posted today. Man, he's so trash. No, bro. Idiots. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, man. Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was going to say that. Come on, chill out, Nick. Jesus, boy. I didn't even realize he was finna, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. W. Nick Fuentes. Never thought I'd be able to say that or be saying that. You a clown? Appreciate that bitch ass little boy. I know the comments are nuclear. Nick saying there's no decent. Nick saying there's no decent footage is stupid. Courthouse got multiple cameras just because police didn't send a copy to Nick is available in a restaurant. Da 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 da. Let's just pull it down first. It shouldn't be risky to say. It shouldn't be risky to say simple words. Africans living in America need to learn how to control their emotions. See, this is and this is another argument. It's like, oh man, bro, you're low IQ and you can't control your emotions if we can't just say a simple word. It's like, okay, bro, if we could just say simple words, how about we do this? And I've said it once, I'll say it again. Since we can call black people the hard R, bro, how about we do this as black people? Don't get mad, don't get angry. If somebody approaches you with that language, how about you respond back and you just call them you call them PDFs and grapists. Boom. That's how we settle the score right there. It's like, okay, if we gonna change this hard R word, we gonna normalize this. Let's normalize calling people these words too. And it's like, oh, but look, we talking about skin color versus somebody doing something to a person. I'm not trying to hit that. We check the whole definition. What the whole base is. We're changing words. We should be able to say words. Let's be able to say words then, gang. If you see how absurd it is for me to just go around calling people PDFs and grapists, gang? It don't even make sense. See what I'm saying? Idiot. I spent too much time looking at this already in the past, so I don't really care about it. NASA announced plans to build a base on the moon, shared a concept photo of what it would look like. Okay. I mean, good luck with that, Mars. Chelsea Handler goes off with Tony Hiskins saying, get us over racist jokes. Give my heart. Rose saying white people shouldn't be able to talk about black people that way, comparing it to making great jokes. I don't know how much I actually care about that either. Oh, father, the boys. What the hell is this news, bro? Fairbuck, come on, bro. Like, do some work, man. What are we doing? Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers says he will retire after the 2026 season. Okay, about time, A-Rod. Flo Rida went undercover at the entrance of his show in Prague to see if anyone would recognize him. Did they? I thought this was just some random dude. Southwest Airline banned humanoid robots after a man brought his robot companion on the flight with him. Imagine, bro, what he probably spent like what 50,000 on this what's it called? What you call this joint? A humanoid robot. This is getting out of hand. The boys has officially come to an end after 7 years. I never watched the show. Everybody said the show was good though. He was confused when somebody walked up on him at the Apple store and told him to buy him an iPhone if he can do a backflip. Mm, come on, man. Watch out, man. Stop walking around begging people. It's not right. Don't do all that begging. If you're in the stream, make sure you like the stream and subscribe. You dig me? Subscribe. We also going through the news right now. Look how almost got in trouble with police after giving them the wrong name, date of birth, thinking it was funny to get trespass. Ugh. They got Jesus, boy. Who did that? I don't know. Whatever. They call up Playboy Match Live, man. It says that regular with streamers talk with while their mouth is full. I ain't gonna lie, he did just cook his ass. No bullshit. That's one of the biggest you could say that's one of the biggest pet peeves in life, somebody talking with food in their mouth, if I'm being honest. He cook boy anyone who eats with that mouth open, the parents and raise them right. So imagine the lean addict judging your table manners. Jesus, boy. Oh, he just called him a lean addict. Might really spend his stream buzzing on food just to get standard etiquette lessons. Okay. Just a funny moment, but also being genuine to remind basic etiquette still matters even with the cameras on. Facts. Yeah. I mean, I thought that mainly that was just a common sense thing, but maybe it's not. It is what it is, though. And never just full story moment with his friend. Hey, jail. Let me see. I want to say I seen this Danny Duncan video. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did watch that video, bro. I did. I remember he bailed the dude out. I want to say he went. I think he bailed the dude out. I want to say he gave him some money, got him a hotel room, and dude like trashed the hotel room, stole the TV, like put poop on the walls or in the it was some wild. I remember that video. I did watch that. That was crazy work. I can't lie to you. That was nuclear. Um, wow. So dude changed his life around. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This is W. Danny Duncan, bro. You know how many people would have been like, I went and got him out one time. He stole all this stuff and then ended up pawning it for drugs. Yeah, he was a drug addict. I remember this. And then he went, and then he ended up going back. You know how many people would have been like, yeah, bro, I'm cool. I ain't finna keep buying you out, gang. You stuck in there, bro. Damn. W's fan believing in him, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's tough. He been clean for 26 years. Tough, 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 tough. Wow. W. Danny Duncan, bro. Um, NFL player Tony Jefferson is called guard at 66 death against the player challenge. Improved. He could be a lead defensive tackle. Darrell recorded his entire music record label meeting and found out he was offered a 360 deal, 10 singles for $600,000, released 6 weeks apart. Did he sign it? Los Polos made Jinxie Braves quit on eBay 2K26 Reds after hitting multiple half-court shots using LeBron James. LeBron James never doing that in his entire life. What the fuck? Oh no, he must have had his sliders up or something. Jesus. Um, my guy, what's up, Beachy? What's that word, man? Let me see this. They have 100 overall players on my team. Nah, that's crazy. What is 2K doing, bro? Well, I think LeBron James has hit multiple deep range threes. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, bless you, I guess. I felt spit droplets land on my face. You'll be alright, man. Swipe your face off and shit like that, man. God bless me, though. Bless me, bless me, bless me. I ain't know people still play 2K, bro. 15 years under 50% straight record. Essentially beating the NFL player Tony Jefferson with ease. Is just seeing how many push-ups you can do, or is he doing this for like, yo, you gotta hold, pause, hold, pause, hold, pause? What is he doing? He thought this black guy was Tony Romo. That's nuclear work, bro. Agent found a new way to stream on Twitch by recording his monitor with a phone and doing reactions after the entire AMP internet went out. What? Hold on. Let me see if I can steal this method. Maybe I can steal this method. um, Fiber. I think. Did you say electric companies is doing that? Well, like we have ComEd in Chicago, so it's ComEd. Do ComEd got like fiber in the area? They might, right? I mean, they control a lot of electricity and putting up a lot of. I may have to look that up, bro. May have to look that up. That's a. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Well, also a lot of rich people don't make content for a living, so I think he's not taking that into account. Most people that probably live where they live at, as far as up on that mountain and all that, I think I think they I think most of them might either they do nothing for work, well not nothing, but they probably own businesses or take flights and all that, so they ain't thinking about no Wi-Fi. Damn, the whole community gets fiber because of them. How does fiber work? I gotta look that up. Damn, so everybody got high speed, overly nuclear internet, man. Don't delete your messages now, Dick Rider. I seen you. Thank you for calling me a clown and a dummy and all that, man. Use a pole jock and meat sucker though. A shout out to you. Jinxie top 10 2026 streamers. Mm, Speed, Queso, Ron, Joe Bart, The Burnt Peanut, SUC, Asmongold, Jason Oween, Only Pixel, PBM. Who the hell is PBM? Um, I guess you can give it to these people. I'm not gonna lie. This maybe it's because I'm just not a fan of his streams. I don't know if I've actually sat and watched his streams neither, but I've seen clips of him. I don't really get how people could watch this peanut dude. Like me watching a peanut like figure on the screen, like talk, and me knowing that it's a real human behind this. It's kind of crazy. No disrespect to the people who can watch it though, but JK, JK Martin, just to not drop it. Is he sitting there freezing? Well, he probably got paid for it. Who knows? Jason Ween, top 10 streamers in the world right now. JC Speed, well, JC Speed Interchangeable. Ron Queso SQC, Pipeboy Max, Oni Pixel. Who's this Oni Pixel dude? I might have to check him out. Jason Wing Agent Lacey. Okay. This be someone getting her eggs frozen at the same time as her friend streaming food, saying that it's becoming more common for women to have kids. It's becoming more common for women to have kids over the age of 30. The process of extracting, freezing, and storing a person's unfertilized eggs. I mean, oh, okay. Well, I understand that, but once you don't you think it's like a little too late for that process? Am I like slow or something for thinking that? Why would you wait till you 30 to get your eggs frozen? Is this like a where they can spoil type thing? Would you do that when you was like early 20s because you know you don't want to have kids in your 20s and then you would unfreeze them and then use them? Or no? Well, that makes no sense. I don't know how this process works, bro. I'll listen to it though. Let me see. Oh, on getting their eggs frozen. So they haven't done it yet. I'm gonna just be all the way funky. You getting your eggs frozen in your 30s and all that. I think if you don't plan on having kids in your 20s, you should do it much earlier. You should just get your eggs frozen at like 25. That way you can just wait to have kids when you at like 30 something and you get to use the same eggs instead of them not being able to hatch or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't. If I'm gonna be honest with you, where they gonna find like? I guess the objective would be for you. Well, maybe not all women, but for some women to find a husband or a partner. Are they doing this because it's like, oh, I'm gonna just go to the sperm bank, or are they doing this because it's like, I'm gonna freeze them, and then I'm gonna find a partner, and then we gonna do the do. I'm not understanding this. Um, Let me hear him out, bro. What's up, look, bro? What's up, bitch ass nigga? Yeah, what's up, gang? What's up, nigga? Ma'am, I'm gonna just be honest here. Okay, now that they just said that the whole freezing eggs thing is not normal. Well, maybe it is like a thing that people do, but if we the way she just said it, like it's a normal thing. This is normal. Everybody actually does this. You feel what I'm saying? This is a normal thing. Ma'am, no, this is not normal. The normal thing is you getting a partner, you having sex with said partner, you getting pregnant, you having kids, starting a family. That's normal. I don't think we should be encouraging people to normalize freezing air. First of all, you pumping yourself full of hormones, and is it studies behind this? That's like, yo, this is gonna go great, and then they're gonna go freeze the good ones, and how do we know that they good? And whatever. It's a woman thing. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to understand it. Okay, so okay, these two people live together. Do you acknowledge your tribal chief? Shut up, bitch ass nigga. Um, Are these two women planning on having a kid at the same time? Is why they doing this? Is they saying like, yo, okay, we're gonna freeze our eggs at the same time, we'll do it at the same time you doing it. Boom. Is it this would be, I guess, the equivalent of two men going to get vasectomies together and then being like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get my shit snipped real quick and you do yours. We're gonna do it at the same time. And then yeah, when you go get yours put back together, I'm gonna go get mine put back together. No. For fuckers they puppies, dogs. Like no, gang, no. It's not becoming, well, maybe it is becoming more and more common, but most people you see having kids have kids at, okay, with the exception of the people who have kids very young, like 15, 16, 17. But most people would end up having kids 18, 19, 20, 21. And even throughout the early to mid to late 20s, it's like 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's like you get the ball rolling, if I'm being 100. But I mean, I guess, but maybe I'm thinking about when, maybe I'm just thinking about for when my mama had all her kids, and that was her 20s. Or most people my age, parents having their kids, which all of us are around the same age. Not everybody parents is the same age, but most people parents had them when they was in their 20s. And then you kind of grew up, like not grew up with your parents, but kind of grew with them. Like when I was 10, my mama was like 36 or like 35. I don't, what was she older than that? Yeah, 35 or like 36. Or maybe I was like 9 and she was like 35 or 36. I don't know. But I'm like, what? It's more risky for you to have kids at this age because it's much, well, I don't know. Whatever, bro. I mean, not like I know about all this shit. Okay, that's fucking terrible. There's so many complications, so many things that could go wrong. I think it's kind of like a proven fact that most women having kids at 38, 39, 40 go through a lot more trouble of like having kids versus a woman that's 24, 25, 26. Maybe I'm wrong about that though. Like, let me check the comments, bro. Maybe I'm stupid. Said, yeah, sure, but do you want to be 43 running around after a toddler or in your 50s and your kid is a teen? Yeah, this is a fact right here, bro. So I'm not saying it's an evil thing or not a thing that doesn't happen in real life, but I'm also not saying that it should become a common thing. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I'm about to say, well, this is not, well, this, I guess you could say this is me out my information, but I'm 26. My mother's in her 50s. So yeah, this is why I was just saying everything, like it all made sense because I remember being 4, 5, and 6 years old, and my mom was in her 20s. See what I'm saying? Late 20s, heading to her 30s. If not, she was already 30 something. Or maybe she was already in her 30s. I think she was in her 20s though. Hold on, let me see. 35, 5, 6. Yeah, so she was like early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. I don't, like, what? Yeah, this would be nuclear work. You 43 and you run around with a toddler, or you 50 and your kid is in their teens. Yeah, that let's not normalize that, bro. No. Said these podcasters, the more they have, the worse they look. To my, yes, when let's go freeze. Let's go freezy freeze together. So basically, you're willing to only have time for one kid. If so, wait, if wait, and that's if they do. Seems like great advice to young women that might watch them. Realistically, fantastic tips. Women are having fewer children. Global fertility rate, low birth, lows. Wait, live global fertility rates, live births per woman. What the fuck? This shit is taking a motherfucking dip, ain't it, boy? It was at 4.5 in the 19. It was at 4.5 in the 1950s, 60s, and the 70s. Throughout the 70s, it started dropping to 4. By the 1980s, it was at 3.5. So it went from 4.5 to 3.5. Damn, dropped one. 80. Throughout the 80s, it dropped to 19. From 80 to 90. Well, yeah, from 80, 3.5 to 90, it dropped to 3. From 1990 to 2000, it dropped to 2.5. This is around the time that I was born. From the 2000s, it went from 2.5 to 2. Yeah, from 2000, it went from 2.5 to 2 in the 2010s. And then 2010, Jesus, boy. 20, so from the 2010s, it's 2.5. It's projected by 2050 to be at 1.5, basically, or like 1.8. And then in 2100, it's projected to be at 1.5. So basically, nobody's having kids, bro. And if she decides she doesn't want to have babies, she can always donate the eggs to who? The motherfucker. She acting like this. The motherfucker. Fuck is this? The Salvation Army, motherfucker. Well, okay, maybe. Well, let me not be insensitive. Some women, I guess you could say, can't have kids because of the whole reproductive thing, and well, not reproductive, but the eggs and the fertility and all that. But even then, she's freezing her eggs, and ain't she? If I'm not mistaken, I didn't I see the video on her, and she was like, she's not 30 exactly. She's like 34, so she's mid 30s, heading towards 40. So what you gonna give a woman her eggs that's probably what 20 something or maybe in her 30s? It's like, oh yeah, I'll take these. It's common for ladies to want children in their 30s, but it doesn't mean it's right. They have more complications during pregnancy and a lower risk of getting pregnant. See, this is what I was just talking about, bro. Maybe I'm slow. Having kids when you're old is the stupidest shit ever. Coming from someone with old parents, by the way. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That is pretty dumb, bro. I liked the way my life went when it was when I was young, and then my, I guess you could say, quote unquote, my mom was also young too. So I think that's kind of better, bro, because you get to grow with your kids and just see your kids. Most people live to like 70 anyway, so that's kind of crazy. That industry is borderline a scam. They say you're a dream with a high chance. Actually, wait, when it's actually pretty low odds of getting the baby out of it. Not to mention there's been instances where these places don't have good record of keeping. Wait, have good record of keeping of who's are who's. Damn. Yeah, that's too much, bro. Why don't you just get a why don't you just get a why don't they just find a nigga and get pregnant, gang? I ain't well. I guess I'm not saying it like it's easy, but it is pretty fucking easy, huh? Maybe not. You too worried about women's eggs and not having many. You too worried about women's eggs and not having many, and not how many you eating. My bad. My nigga, what? Why would your fat ass be worried about how many eggs I'm eating? You fat bastard. W Newsday, man. Your fat ass in here worried about eating the eggs. You fat fuck. Come on, man, chill out. We don't need to We don't need to worry about eating no eggs, my nigga. Let's chill, hungry ass motherfucker. Let's get into this Tommy G video though, man. Big hungry ass nigga in here talking about eating the eggs. Watch out, boy. Shout out to you though, man. Tommy G, inside America's most dangerous job. Okay, if I do somehow post this for all the people that's like, yo, bro, you never tagged the video. You never tagged the video. You never tagged. That's not giving people credit on the video. Idiots. This video is by Tommy G, inside America's most dangerous job. Idiots. I shouldn't even have to do all that in order for y'all to know what I'm watching. But let's get into the video, bro. Man. Remember when we had that? Well, most people probably wouldn't remember. Remember when we did the? I think we was reacting to this on stream yesterday when Max said something about streaming being streaming being more mentally taxing than a 9 to 5 because you having to keep up with the streaming or the content or having to learn how to make it or being able to make it. I'm sorry. This job is much more mentally taxing, plus physically taxing on the body. And you don't know whether you're going to live working this job, bro. This is a job right here. I can bet my bottom dollar if you told streamers right now, and these people make a truckload of money. If you told most streamers right now, stop streaming and go work on this oil rig, they'd be like, I don't know about that one, man. Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, whoever own oil fields, they definitely they rich. They rich beyond people's wildest dreams, bro. Facts. Oh, this his joint, and he there. Oh, this is tough. W sponsor. Why he got a gun? Oil rig entrepreneur. Also, if we being all the way 100, a lot of this oil that's being used right here not really going to most gas stations. May go to a few, but as we all should know, the oil from the Strait of Hormuz is a lot of the oil that we use for a lot of things, include gas stations. But yeah, which is why gas prices are so astronomically high right now. Also, because our president is probably more than likely dyslexic. And I know that because I'm dyslexic. Wow. This plane look bitty as hell, man. How many people could fit on here? Yeah, that's a fact. One, is he Mexican? Is this a ginger Mexican? Nah, this is nuclear work, gang. This is crazy work, bro. Why you have on headphones and nothing playing? LOL. That's because something is playing. Let me. My bad for not pinning the link, man. Let me pin the link for you, broski. I kind of do hate when people ask me this question, but at the same time, I can't be mad because it's not showing y'all nothing. So that's the Twitch link. That's where I'm at. I'm also streaming on Twitch. You got to come to the Twitch in order to see the reaction that I'm doing because it's not on YouTube. Jesus, boy. One of these little bitty. I can't even show it. Whatever. One of these little bitty joints. One of these joints is 2 million. Jesus, boy. So what about actual jet? I remember he was recording that Rick Ross joint. So how much Rick Ross jet cost? Like, what, like 10 million? Jesus. You got 3 planes. Jesus, boy, 6 million. Um, why is he just doing this and telling Tommy this like this is just a regular thing? You you just got a handful of bullets from your pilot. First of all, why does your pilot have loose rounds in his pockets? What is this, man? We were told to cut the cameras at the cartel. Wait. Hold on, man. We were told to cut the cameras at the cartel checkpoint. We didn't hit record again until we reached the rig. The cartel checkpoint. What you mean, checkpoint, nigga? So are they paying these niggas so they can drill down here, or is this like, all right, man? Yeah, we got them protect. I'm so lost. Whatever. Let me just bang through this video, bro. Like this is crazy work. Do you know how fast you would have to get used to sleeping in here, bro? Like it's so loud, game. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, but they do get paid good bread though. They get paid. If I'm not mistaken, well, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think they make in the six figures range. Job is pretty dangerous, so I mean it's worth every penny. Well, probably not, but whatever. Is he expecting Tommy to sleep there? Man, hell no, boy. Yeah, I'm about to say that was a long time ago though, man. If oil was at $65 a barrel, then this much. If I'm not mistaken, oil is at like probably 90 something right now. 90 or like 100 some dollars a barrel. Which probably is good for is that good for him? Would that be good for him because he has an oil rig? I think that would be, right? Yeah, that would be good for you if they got oil rigs, $65 a barrel. So yo, how many barrels you need? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he has been making bank off of this. Okay, okay, that makes sense. He was close. 42, 42, every 42 gallons equals one barrel. Damn, this nigga probably rich than a motherfucker off this goddamn war right now, gang. So in his mind, he would probably be thinking like, yeah, bro, the longer this war lasts, the longer this war lasts, the more money I make. Wow. Big Red come in cases? Maybe it's only in Texas. Okay, they got Cokes, Dr. Peppers, Gatorades, more Gatorades, water. What's this? A whole tub of butter? What's that? Fanta, more waters. Chocolate. What the fuck is he doing? Come on, man. You. I understand you rich, gang, but we don't. We like. Come on, bro. This is salmonella. No, not salmonella. He gonna get tapeworms in his stomach. Why is he eating raw meat? Like he a dog. Come on, man. White people do some obscure bullshit, man. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay. He might be one of very few people who owns the oil rig or who owns this oil field and pumps all this oil up to make gas and pretty much to run everything. A lot of mostly everything runs on oil. If not everything runs on oil and gas and all that. He may be one of few people that go into his own oil field and work, which is dope. Yeah, that is a fact, bro. Which is crazy. iPads, iPhone, just kayaks, laptops, life jackets, lipstick, Jesus, luggage, man, model cars, fertilizer, fan belts, roofing, shampoo, shoe polish, skateboards, propane, refrigerators, ink, dice, deodorant, detergent, dog collars, Jesus, boy, eyeglasses, fishing boots, Jesus, floor wax, movie films, motorcycle helmets, skis, shower curtains, shaving cream, Jesus, boy, everything, literally everything is made out of oil, bro. Mops, that's crazy. Jesus. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's crazy how many people I see in these Carhartt shirts too. It'd be a lot of people that do like what you call it? Like construction, farming and all that. A lot of them this might have been what that brand was made for. Little do we know, and most people just wear it for fashion. Wow. When do you think it's like certain people hit retirement at a certain age? When do you think people retire from these type of jobs though, working on oil rigs? When would it be like an appropriate? He said he been doing this since '08. He became a driller at 23. Okay, he been doing this since 2008. Well, he's been doing this for almost 20 years. So 18, he been doing this for 18 years. So what is he? Probably 40, probably just hit 40. Or, yeah, 18, almost 20. Yeah, so he probably almost like what, 40, he's the late 40s, late, mid 40s, late 40s, early 50s. Damn. Okay. That tells me everything I need to know. He's loaded. Yeah, he's loaded, bro. He got to rent, and somebody might say like, yeah, 48 acres. 48 acres ain't small, gang. That's a lot of land. So he got some land himself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably sitting on some nice cash, man. Oh, he's 37. Okay. Well, yeah, I got it right. He was almost 40. Okay. Damn. The fact that he been doing this since '08 though, bro, is nuclear work. Like, he been doing this since he was like what 18? That's a fact. They get paid good. I want him to go into how much they get paid. I think that's the downside of working this job is you missing a whole lot of family time. Kids, like imagine you having kids or you like one of your kids finna be born. It's like, and you gotta work, and you know this is a round the clock job. They're working 12 hours. Probably what's that, 12 to 12 almost. That's tough, bro. That's a tough one. Tommy is terrified of height. Brent is sending him up to work on a platform nearly 100 feet in the air. Jesus. Tommy looks terrified, like, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Tommy probably also looking like, bro, this is why I'm a YouTuber and not somebody that works on the oil rig. Jesus, boy. See everything about that Pate, man. They, uh, of course, he working all the way up here. Yeah, they gotta be paying more. Shit, you heights. He been doing this too long to be scared, Tommy. This nigga told him this thing in 4 more hours you'll earn one of these. Tommy told him that's it, bro. You telling me in 4 more hours I'll earn $100, brother? Man, I don't think you understand the fact that Tommy G dropped this video and made $100 probably in like 30 minutes. Probably more than that, bro. Tommy G's channel's booming. Tommy's making a bag off of these videos. You talking about $100, brother, man? And stop playing with me. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Streamers saying, yeah, streaming is much harder than 9 to 5. Imagine having to do this. This is what you have to do, like, streamer wise, realistically. This is what you're doing. You have somebody who is holding the camera for you. You look at the camera, you talk, and you read your chat like this. Imagine having to work this job as your 9 to 5 game. This and I don't want to hear the. This is a career though, bro. This is a 9 to 5. Actually, really a 12 to 12. You're working 12 hours. 12 hour shift. Boom. You go to sleep. Other people work their 12 hours. You get back up and you work your 12 hours. You're getting paid handsomely. Trust me. But come on, bro. Let's be serious. This job mentally, physically, this is mentally, physically, and emotionally taxing because you're away from your family. I don't want to hear no streamer ever say in life that streaming is harder than 9 to 5, bro. 'Cause it's not. Facts. Okay, yeah. That's what I was low key just gonna say. Like, what about the overtime that they work? Because you working 12 hour shifts, game. If we talking, they're away from their family 30 some days, regular work, regular pay. I guess you could say pay periods would be a week to about really regular pay periods. If we talking work like this is 2 weeks, if you work 12 hour shifts every day for 7 days straight, no days off for 2 weeks, gang, do you know how much overtime you tapping into? And if I'm not mistaken, overtime is like times two, so they doubling your pay, so it's like $40 an hour. By the time you 12, 12, 12 by the time you're 4 days into work, you already tapping into overtime. This is crazy. Time and a half, I meant. Yeah. U.S. is at risk of running out of missiles if another war breaks out after depleting stockpile in Iran operations. Yeah, this was crazy too. The fact that Iran builds their own missiles in house and they've been stockpiling missiles for about probably more for the better part of like 40 years says everything that you need to know about the United States. In the United States, it's like, oh yeah, we have the best military, we have this many rockets, we spend this much money on military, and they making cheaper rockets and cheaper drones, and they're literally outpacing and outclassing us. And as they're using more rockets, they're making more rockets. The U.S. is like, we're gonna have another country make our rockets for us, and then get them back because we don't want Americans making them because then we'll have to pay them. Oh, this country's full of idiots, and we know who runs it. So that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. This guy's a fucking W, my nigga. He's a fucking W. I don't know if he's all being performative for the video. I doubt it, but it seems like these people are like, yo, bro, I come here to do this work. The work is strenuous. It's mentally and physically taxing. So of course the look on their face would be like, yo, I kind of fucking hate this shit, but it pays good, so I'm gonna do it. But this guy taking care of them, this is a W. Next stop, the oil whales. Okay, I want to see and learn about this. So this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of not how oil is used for many things, but where oil is going and how he's getting his paper. I want to learn this. I needs to learn this. Nuclear. W's. Everything is far out too. Jesus, boy, he been in the oil business since he was 14. This nigga probably loaded. Jesus, this nigga been in the oil business for 40 years. He got some paper. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He sound. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if he was like one of the voiceover characters for Red Dead Redemption. Not even gonna lie to you, bro. He sound like, "What are we doing, Dad?" You know what I'm saying? That's how he sound. Shout out to him though, man. You know what I'm saying? Voice deep than a motherfucker. He works 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No days off. No breaks. Like all I keep thinking about is I'm not even thinking about his family, his wife, kids, none of that. Everything that he's missing, which is also crazy. Think about how much he's getting paid, gang. Think about how much they not worried about the fact that he's doing his thing because he getting paper. He getting that bag, gang. Jesus. Jesus, boy. These are some of the Caucasianest people I've ever met in my life, bro. Well, I've ever seen in my life, not met. St. Martin Parish drills deepest oil well in Louisiana. Jesus, boy. Tell me you Caucasian without telling me you Caucasian, man. Look at his shirt. Like, Jesus, you know some of his family owns some of them plantations, bro. Jesus, boy, 15 to 16 grand per load. So imagine if they do like 50 loads. That's crazy. Pause on 50 loads. That sound crazy. I was gonna say the how was I gonna say this? Really, before pre March 1st, no, pre February 28th, he was pretty much selling this oil for $60 a barrel. After February 28th, everything jumped up, and I think the highest has been is like what 120 sometimes, and he's really selling this. Really, at the end of the month is when he sells. So yeah, Iran war laid. Wait, Iran war laid bare the world's reliance on all the world's reliance on the Gulf of Mexico. Wait, on the Gulf oil and gas. Wow. Okay, yeah, this nigga making bait. This is crazy. I thought these things were getting filled like okay every 2 weeks. He can fill these every 2 days. This proves I know nothing about the oil company market, nothing like this. I still know nothing from watching this video. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That I guess you could say that's good and bad, depending on what type of person you are. If you're the type of person that likes working around people and like having conversations and all that, this is bad for you. But if you the type of person that's like, yo, I can work by myself in peace and quiet, and I like that, this is a great job for you, bro. That's tough though, bro. I mean, he's been doing this for the better part of 40 years, bro. He's been doing this since he was 14, 14, 24, 34, 44, 54. I think he said he's like 56. So he's been doing this for 40 some odd years. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. I see where he going with this. You wouldn't want him to automatically do this. You would want him to look into something much safer for him. But if this is something that he's like, yo, I want to do this. This is kind of like one of them things where it's like how would I put this? I can't compare it to that, but I can compare. I guess you can on the basis of how dangerous it is. Not comparing not saying the danger levels are even, but it's like somebody graduating high school and telling their parent, "Yo, I want to sign up and go to the military. I want to be a Marine. I want to go fight for my country and all that." Although, yes, somebody would encourage you and say, "Yes, that's dope. I rocks with that." But if you a parent, you thinking of it like, "Yo, my child could lose his or her life." I would want you to think about that a little longer and see if you can find something safer to do rather than you going out and risking your life and then I lose you and it's like you know what I'm saying? I think that's where he going with this if I'm being honest. And I ain't got no kids, but that's how I'm thinking. There you go. That's a fact. That's also a fact. You can go out and you could be a plumber and you could make great bread, gang. A plumber, an electrician, that's still dangerous too, but yeah, plumbers, electricians, um, what else? Like city workers, a garbage man. Yeah, they make good paper. This shit looks terrible. Jesus, boy. And I bet this motherfucker worked properly too. W's, bro. This is a W video. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It was nice to learn about this, man. I cannot fucking lie. That was dope, bro. We need more videos like that, man. More videos, more videos, more videos. The most diabolical tattoos. Now let's get into this D Green video. Let's get into he didn't deserve MVP. I know D Green finna be cooking this thing. He didn't deserve MVP by D Green. If I upload this for all my people out there that can't read and can't hear, this is the name of the channel, regardless whether I tag it or not. This is the title of his video. I shouldn't have to tell you guys that. Thank you. Now let's get into the vid. Jesus, boy. I don't know why, bro, but he's such a cornball to me, bro. Like maybe it's just me, but I find this dude to be so corny, gang. He called this man Free Throw Alexander. Yeah, exactly what we get. That's his new nickname, Free Throw Alexander. if I'm being 100, bro, they to my oh he has the most aura. This is from like this is from like 10-year old and 13-year old little boys. It's like, oh my god, look at Shay, he has so much aura, bro. Look, I can feel his aura pulsating through his veins and shifting on to me. Too much glaze, gang. Let's stop it, bro. He don't got no aura. He looked like a geech, if I'm being honest. He was doing TikTok dancing and he was popping his butt. So let's cool down on the aura. that's that's glazing. Ah, this is crazy, bro. This how it should be. This how its MVP should look. Why does he keep calling him Jockets? Come on, bro. Yeah, I seen somebody say the same thing. Somebody was like, "Yo, the MVP, it should they should rename this award to the best player on the best team award instead of being oh this is the MVP of the league because now that he just broke it down like that, SGA led the league in absolutely nothing. Your team won a whole lot of games, cool. Yeah, like that's nice. You didn't lead the league in points, rebounds, or assists. If that's the case, we could make an argument for Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham did the same thing you did. Just 2 seasons ago, they only won 13 games. I get that, oh, but they did it back to back seasons, bro. They won 50 plus games back to back. Nobody cares about that game. I'm sorry. Guess what? Teams in the West was doing that for about 7 years straight, bro. And nobody really cared to give any one of them MVPs. None of those teams. What are we doing, bro? We need to lock in on giving the MVP to the person who deserves it. Which, okay, you could say Jokic, but at the same time, a lot of times they was glazing Jokic too. So they got over their glaze for Jokic and was like, all right, man, we gotta pull jock meat suck and let our throats get hammered by somebody else. Let's go ahead and give it to SGA, bro. Like, come on, gang. This is crazy. Bro, for everybody who votes on this, for the people who gave Shea 83 first place votes, for like I thought like people think that it's bad when the NFL does it for MVP. It's like okay, cool, but I think that's much more of a which it should be. It should be a stat best thing. MVP, most valuable player. I think people bring too much of the oh yeah, bro, but your team success also has to match what you doing on the court. Like, okay, he did this much, he averaged this much, but his team won this many games. Okay, cool. The Lakers was in third place. Luca averaged the most points. So by if we looking at it, Luca should be MVP. Or even for Jokic, Jokic and them finished what fourth? He averaged a triple double game. I led the league in rebounds and blocks. No, rebounds and assists. As a center, you should give me the award. He got 83 first place votes. Luca got one second place vote, no first place votes, and he got 64th place votes. Huh? Like, bro, are you serious, gang? Come on, gang. That's too much pole jocking, man. Bro, what's parole like, man? I mean, you gotta go ask your mama, man. Ask her what my meat feel like in her throat, man. Tell her I'm coming to see her tonight and shit. Stop all that meat sucking you doing, my nigga. This is crazy. There was winning games without him too. So how valuable is he to his team for real, if we being honest? And I remember watching a Jimmy High Roller video on this same type of thing. The Thunder they are a great team without Shea, bro. They're a solid team without him. I get yeah, you could say all the team is kind of built around him for him. Yeah, 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 yada yada yada. They're a great team without him, bro. Not great, but good. Jesus. This lame ass nigga doing TikToks and shit. This nigga's a cornball, bro. Yeah, popping his ass and shit. Like, this is y'all MVP. This is your king right here, man. Yeah, okay, bro. Nah, not mine. I'm sorry. he throwing hella shots. So how the fuck did Cade Cunningham get more first place votes than Luca? Which is wild because Luca did average 30. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Luca would have to average like 70 points, gang, in order for him to be like, yeah, man. He'd have to average 70. The Lakers have to get first place, and then and then he'll have to win the championship, bro. And then he told me, why the fuck is Jaylen Brown on this list? Bro, you see how bad they did Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown got he got 35th place votes. Jesus Christ, man. And then they do it by points. First place votes 10 points. Second place votes 7 points. Third place 5. Fourth place 3. Fifth place 1. Wow. It's like they literally just be cheating and gaming the system, bro. Like y'all strategically voted like this. This is ass, my nigga. Not gonna lie to you. I like Billie Ellis, bro. Yeah, shout out Billie Ellis and them cannons she got attached to her. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That they was just voting for anybody. Kawhi and Donovan Mitchell being on this list is crazy work. Shout out Brian. Yeah, this definitely is a series we all been waiting for. Even though the Thunder did win, because D Green recorded this video like a day ago, or put this video out a day ago. The Thunder then played their second game today. The Thunder did win. But if I'm going to be all the way honest with you, Shay, you got a bunch of free throws. I could see the Spurs taking the Spurs, they going back to San Antonio. I see the Spurs winning both of their home games. They stole one from OKC. They gonna be up 3-1. This series is gonna end in 5 games. And then either the Knicks or the Cavs are gonna have to go play Wemby and them. And I don't see either one of those teams beating this team. So yeah, good luck. Yeah, I don't. Also, another caveat: Jalen Williams. He's also out with a hamstring. He pulled the hammy again, so he's out for the rest of the series. They gonna need somebody to step up big time. They in a lot of trouble, man. I'm being 100 with you, man. So yeah, even though Fox is out and I think Ron Harper ended up going out too, but I mean Dylan Harper. Yeah, I got the Spurs winning still, so it don't matter. D Green, you don't know shit that go on behind them scenes, nigga. Shut up, nigga. You glazing. I love this nigga videos though, gang. He be tweaked out like, oh, I know everything that go on, bro. They be ejaculating with me. That is a fact, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They've been scripted MVPs for so long. The fact that they didn't want to give Braun another MVP, that like, okay, James Harden had that great season 2018, and it's like when it's how would I say this? The times when they started doing the whole like we gonna wait to give out the MVP, which was over the past couple of years. They started doing this. We gonna wait to give out the MVP and see who's still in the playoffs or who doing the best, and that's what we gonna give the MVP to. Realistically, like the MVP used to get announced really at the end of the season. Like soon as the season ends, we already know who the MVP is before we even get to the playoffs. I don't know why we still doing the whole playoffs like the votes not already in game. The votes are in. Vote for the MVP game. The season, the regular season is over. What are we doing? He should have six. Yep. And then I'm not gonna lie to you. When the fuck did they change the fucking MVP trophy? This shit is ass, bro. Like, am I the only person that thinks that the trophies that they making like the new trophies now? I don't get who told y'all that like, yeah, bro, we need to change the way the trophies look for for the league, man. Or is y'all trying to like cut back on spending for like trophy making? Because this shit look goofy. Like, is this a woman? Who is this? Why does motherfucker got hips? Like my nigga, the trophy should be the regular trophy that niggas used to hold up with the one motherfucker going like this. Who was it? Like Jerry West or some shit? I don't know. But come on, bro. And then the defensive player of the year joint with the person that was standing like this in the defensive stance. That's changed. It's like everything is so zesty and weird. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. The only people that's rooting for this team to win the NBA Finals is in Oklahoma. Everybody else don't want to see that shit, gang. And I'm gonna be so happy when they get eliminated, bro. Like, yes, finally get this garbage ass nigga out of here. Then when somebody, it's like it kind of goes like this. When somebody else wins the championship, they then start glazing that person. which they already glazed Wemby, but not by giving him calls and a lot of fouls and like, oh yeah, we gonna give you so many calls, bro. They 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 glaze Wemby by like, oh man, we've never seen anything like him. But when he wins, they're gonna start giving him more calls now. Yes. W video, D Green. W freaking video. If I upload this video, guess what, bro? The channel name is D Green Live. He didn't deserve MVP as the title. Whether I tag the video or not, please do not cry about it in my comment section. Idiots. Alright? But this is the end of the stream. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with your boy. I'm out. I will be uploading more videos. You feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. You dig? But I'm out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You dig me? Boom.